like this adaptation from G2. We often don't get to see Wonders Akali, but we all know that he does like these high skill-intensive champions, and given that he had a pretty pop-off game last game, putting him in a bigger position to carry could be what G2 need to take us to game 5.
Definitely let this guy carry, but look at what G2 is lacking. The hard engage. Yes, they have pick potential, the Syndra stun, the Lux binding. They do have tools to find picks, but the 5v5s, the team fights that have been so crucial in every single one of these matches, they have less power. It's more setting up for the deny. It's a level 3 advantage. We need to look at this bottom lane because Jankos is coming around.
That is a gigantic set of minions. 2, 3 lined up. Light binding. That's the flash light binding. Flashed away from. Reckless committed the flash, then the arcane shift. Hilly threw his down as well in exchange for Mickey's flash only. But look at the golden experience being denied.
It is a massive denial here from G2, basically single-handedly winning the mid lane. Now in the mid, there was this flash trade where Caps did have to lose it. Now they're TPing in. That's gonna be the Shen.
Oh, that's a flash dash taunt. All of a sudden, Whippy manages to catch one. Mickey is in trouble. He gets taken out. First blood secured one.
Akali is following. Look at Wonder come in. Oh my God!
Way down onto Bwippo. That shuriken lasts forever. Manages to find the kill. Now all of a sudden there was a turret plate or two secured. The net gain 1 kill apiece, top and bot respectively.
What a spot ender. Oh, I saw he was furiously pointing at the minimap. I'm like, what's he pointing? And I just see an Akali fly across the entire map. He arrives in the bot lane, makes it a 1v1, but it is Fnatic that end up securing first blood. We once again see G2 overextending, but Jankos on the return looking for a kill.
Oh, not gonna find the sonic wave onto Helisang. But so importantly, 1, 2, 3 flashes down for G2 Esports, 4 down for Fnatic. So these next few minutes become incredibly tense as there are multiple targets to choose from. Now, Mickey playing this Lux, I am going to criticize Mickey. We have not seen a level of play from him that has been reflective of his regular season performances. And Ender, you mentioned how easy it is to kill a champion like Lux, so I want to see how he plays for the rest of the game.
He's going to have to be on top of his game. Now watching this play one more time, this is the teleport and the follow from Wonder. I love this. Doesn't even have vision of the bush, but he knows the TP is coming through, and then he vaults over every wall. That's way cooler than Talon. Look at him just go, but there's a fight in the mid.
No, I demand another replay of that when we get time, or maybe it'll have to be for social, but that is an insane flight path. Air miles accrued for Wonder. Now, all of a sudden, G2 Esports...
Oh, they're giving it to you.
Yes! Yes! Thank you, production!
Look at the speed.
Worth. Thank you.
Oh, he even got... Yo, the best part is Broxa saw him and starts furiously pinging the Akali following him. Have the ability to force a play with that big global.
All right, ultimate is available for Caps, and that should be able to pick up a very easy kill. Jankos is the one that gets the credit, though. That's a dash player from Caps, and on the kick, of course, now Broxa used the ultimate, didn't accrue a lot. Caps and Jankos running away. Nemesis is making his way forward. He's floating on that package for now. Dun, 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 dun.
Wouldn't have gotten the kill.
It wouldn't have, but he was looking for Jankos, most likely.
What it would have meant was probably more than one turret plate in the mid lane, because Caps would not have been able to immediately teleport back in the mid.
That's very, very true.
Interaction a couple times already, and I'll get to it again in a moment. Very good body slam there from Broxa. Flash over Jankos, but he didn't have the Dragon Rage kick. Now Caps is in trouble, manages to get the stun onto Hilly, so Hilly can't chase. The light blinding will tag down. True Shot Barrage, this time finds 2. Jankos almost killed. Helisang's running for his life. Final sparks available for Mickey. It can be used to clear the wave. It may not be needed. So close. Teleport is going to tower, so Perks can defend the wave.
Yeah, Perks just going there to pick that up. Everything going perfectly for G2 right there. Yes, they lose the flash on Mickey, but Perks with some crucial skill shots was able to stay alive even though he lacked the flash. The question is, can Perks do the same? He does have vision that Hylissang is in the area.
For a dive mid.
And Fnatic, they want to go mid, not bot.
All right, no flash available. Caps is going to need to find some sort of stun or ultimate. He actually just gets chunked out. Take a look at that! The Hex and Caps turns it around. Praise from Garabs backstage as Caps finds the kill.
Claps has come to pay, and he gets the outplay onto Nemesis. Much needed for Caps in the mid lane, because you could see that dive coming. Fnatic looked like they were in a great position to find this kill because the stun gets used by Caps. He sidesteps the ultimate, he sidesteps the Q, Broxah has to tank all the tower, and then because Nemesis takes one too many shots, Caps is able to get the kill. Look at the smile on his face as he gets, and a bit of dancing on the dead body. He's able to get a bit of revenge after last game.
It's an absolute tilter there for Fnatic. They lose 2 members, and now it's Jankos, knowing that Broxah is dead, can pick up the Rift Herald super easily. They have a minute to use it for plates if they want, and if they just want to keep funneling gold into one of these soul laners, they can easily do it.
And let's now think about momentum and how it's swinging into the favor of G2 Esports. We talked about coming into this game that Fnatic have had control over every early game, even the one where G2 came back. But now it actually feels like this is more of the G2 from the regular season. The solo laners are performing. Perks is going even, and G2 just feel a lot more comfortable in this state of play.
Absolutely the case. Wonder has lane swap down. Hilly and Reckless not going to get the support. But not only is momentum with G2, the style in which they are finding the kills is the reason everyone expected G2 to 3-0 this series. Flashy, fundamental, beautiful play. And that's why G2 have got a 1,000 gold lead. They're 2-1 up, and Wonder underneath the tower almost kills Hylissang. Brox has got the ultimate available, and he's dashed away from. He can't even find the targets.
I mean, G2 just in every single lane now, dancing on the bodies of Fnatic. Wonder doing such a great job now mid.
There's not even point yelling for that one. Light binding into Scatter the Weak is going to allow a lot more damage. Now, turret plates have fallen. I believe the Rift Herald and Tower First Blood secured top was just before that happened. So G2 Esports now extend that lead in the blink of an eye by 2,000 gold.
So now we look at moving into the mid game. Fnatic, their only answer for Wonder is to send Nemesis to go and deal with him. But because of the 2 deaths that he's recently experienced, Wonder is going to be so much stronger, given he's hit those item spikes so early on to the game. More damage in the mid lane.
It is indeed. Hylissang's going to be able to escape for the time being.
He's going in.
Wow.
Keeps Broxah alive. Very good charm. Hylissang finally goes down. But now Whippo is continuing the chase. That's going to be a reply.
Here comes Wonder.
As Reckless has now got 1. Mickey is running for his life. Wonder's making his way up. Perfect execution available. Broxah is the target. He will now find the reply. Ocean Drake picked up by G2. Jankos in the time being. Reckless takes a chunk of damage. And now Wonder waiting for some cooldowns. The recall will not be able to complete. Dash, flash is going to be committed there from Whippo. He cannot find the kill. And G2 are flying ahead.
Fnatic just feel everything slipping away. They're forcing so hard in the mid lane. And it looked cool at the start. Hylissang with some flashy plays after getting burst down so low. But they are not strong enough to combat G2 in an even fight. And that's what happened. And that's how G2 turned.
And also in terms of itemization, G2 had a number of big ticket items completed. Gunblade, Luden's Echo, and Essence Reaver. That was going into the Iceborne Gauntlet. What you can see is the gold difference throughout the series from G2's perspective. And it's just getting better as they are warming up. And important to note, they won Game 3 with a minus 2.4k.
Exactly. We've been talking a lot about this and how G2 throughout the series have been in an early deficit, but now they have control. And for me, there's something that is very different this game to what we've seen before. And Whippo is not on the carry. If we think about where a lot of these early game advantages were coming from, Whippo was getting solo kills. He was getting jungle attention. We were seeing Nemesis roam to the top lane, and now we see Caps get another solo kill onto Reckless, who is also finding 2v2 advantages. It feels like that because Fnatic had no easy lane to play around in the early game, it has allowed G2 to dictate the pace of the early game, and that is a situation which they are more than happy to take.
This is the G2 we know and love, not slowing down at all, and now it's Wonder between the towers farming the lanes. Fnatic, they're committing down towards this bottom lane, but I don't think you can catch him.
Gonna run for his life for now. Nemesis waiting for some cooldowns with a Velk. Maybe.
Look at mid lane.
Not gonna happen. Mid lane tower is going to fall. Mickey's just waiting. He wants to go fishing with that light binding over the wall. Very nicely done from Cap.
Hit
the angles, but the body slam then comes out. Jankos looking for the kid. Not gonna kill Broxah just yet.
That was
Broxah
greedy.
Escaped with his life, but I commend the effort.
He gets no praise for that because he was gonna live the map and trying to suffocate Fnatic out of this game.
At the same time, it's just 3 members of G2 here, so they're not going to commit into any sort of fight because Wonder and Perks were not there. But this is what G2 are going to do. It's all about controlling the Fnatic jungle, especially as you look forward in the next couple minutes when G2 start focusing in on the Baron buff, because their comp is so good at picking off individual members. What they want to do is deny you vision in the river, deny you vision inside your jungle, and the second a member of Fnatic go up to face check, they get bound, they get stunned, they get instantly burst down.
All right, Hylissang's trying to look for an engage. Mickey, line fighting, hasn't found a target yet. yet. The Stand United was completed from Whippo, but he's been locked down by so many forms of CC. Fnatic once again throwing the Stand United at G2, and it does not pay off.
I do like that Fnatic is at least trying to force fights. They recognize that they're at a gold deficit, and Whippo can't really do much on a side lane, so they're trying to use that Shen ultimate to force a fight. And if it could have resulted in a pick onto Caps, then it allows them to buy more time. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off, but I'd rather see this than just watch the game slowly fall out of your control.
Oh my word, 2v1. Wonder's looking for the double kill, and against the tower, he will get taken down. 1 for 2, all chat worth, I dare you. Wonder, 11 kills with G2 right now, 4-1-1. He's up, by the way, 70 CS over his lane opponents.
Yeah, Wonder had the option there to use the stopwatch, I believe, but knew with multiple members collapsing on him, he needed to save that for a later fight. See it one more time, because again, Whippo starts this off and isn't able to find the taunt onto Wonder. Wonder jukes with a little step back towards the left, and then realizes, hey, these guys really squishy. I'm really strong, level 13 on the Akali. Super easy kills. He lands that E, even getting knocked back, able to charge through.
And this is why I was saying I like the plays from Fnatic trying to force fights in the mid lane, because if they just sit in sides, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye.
Case. Press R's, and that is where it finishes. Now Wonder is going to jump into the fight with the TP. He's looking for Broxer, who's down to 200 HP in his perks. That flashes forward, throwing out a million feathers a mile. And now Nemesis and Whippo, they escape with their lives. Defensive flash from Reckless after the arcane shift. And yet another kill to G2.
Pick after pick after pick is coming out from the side of G2, and it's all because of the vision control that not only are they setting up, but they're fighting for constantly. Now they're going for the Baron buff. G2 have 5 members alive versus the 3 of Fnatic. They're choosing not to contest, or actually the TP comes through.
They're teleporting in, but it's almost impossible to step into G2. You must dodge the CC coming through, or you instantly are taken down.
Okay, 5,000 HP on the Baron. It is a 3v5 for now. 2 more members of Fnatic are making their way up. Nemesis is trying to pepper them with rockets. That's good damage onto Mickey for now, but the prismatic barrier is buying time. A kickback from Whippo. He's now pushed away from the pit. Baron is secured by G2. Yet another very early Baron.
Here comes Wonder!
Here comes Wonder! The final spark plus Wonder is able to do so much damage to Fnatic. A second kill falls as Wonder is finding more targets, and the rest of Fnatic are running for their lives.
G2 take everything they want, and they're going to reset to maybe TP back on in. They have a minion wave to work with. They're going to be sieging down this first tower, and they're looking for an inhib.
For the first time in 5 years, Fnatic and G2 are playing at peak performance to give us a peak performance series. G2 is on the cusp of forcing Game 5, on the cusp of forcing Silver Scrapes. Not many people believed that that was the series we were going to see today, but I guarantee you, everybody wanted it.
Every European fan has looked at G2 and Fnatic, and every time that best of 5 starts, everyone thinks it's going to be the full 5 games. It's going to be crazy. But every time we get it, it never lives up to the hype. Now we're finally getting it as G2 is smashing Fnatic in this game. We see Caps one-shotting the Rakan there. We see Nemesis trying to find that pick onto Mickey, but Wonder TP's in. The TP comes in from what I would call the Umayan play as he flashes into the face of Fnatic. And finally,
Glimpse there. Now Ender, G2 Esports are pushing into the base. We talked a lot about momentum, and while the game isn't over yet, Fnatic's mental looks to be boom right now as they are being crushed.
It very could be soon. Now G2 waiting for the next wave in the top lane primarily for this siege. They have a pretty nasty siege. Again, land 1 spell and a player on Fnatic will die. So with this wave, Wonder pushing up mid. See the synchronized pressure from G2 in top and mid. No one can hold them.
here we go. The siege is now starting off. Wonder likely going to be taking that inhibitor as G2 just slowly take their time. Whippo can do very little in this 1v1 matchup, but look at all the damage Perks takes.
Yeah, very good indeed. That's going to at least dissuade the push. Just a reminder, it's been 372 days since a Game 5 has happened in Europe. No Game 5 in LEC at all. There's 30 seconds left on Baron. It's been 308 days since G2 Esports have lost in a best of 5, and they do not want to lose today. Caps is going to get some more damage onto Whippo and will secure the kill with the help of Perks. The Nexus turrets are being focused down. 1 and 2. Fnatic have been obliterated in Game 4. DJ, cue the Silver Scrapes because we are going to Game 5. G2 are not yet ready to finish it as they want to hunt a couple more kills. And this was the most G2 game I've seen. Game 5, G2 versus Fnatic.
What a stomp from G2 Esports. Again, I want to reinforce how for Fnatic it felt like that they didn't have